Imagine an investor is ready to cut you a check. Incredible news, right? After grinding and pitching so hard for the past few months. The only thing that is standing between you and the money now is an offshore structure. Well, how hard can that be? How long can that take? Maybe a couple of weeks? A month max? Nope. 3 to 4 months on average, with cases that ran over a year. But the challenges don't stop there. I see many familiar faces here in the crowd that chatted with me about this topic. And I wanted to share your stories so everybody here can appreciate your sacrifice and see the path that you paved for the rest of the ecosystem. You kick things off by talking to a handful of lawyers. They sent you proposals like these ones with a bunch of complicated terms that you've never seen before in your life. You don't really understand any of it, and quotes that range from $10,000 up to $50,000. You are eager to get the ball rolling because you need that money, and you sign up and you kick things off, but you're not feeling really confident because you don't really understand what you're signing up for. The process officially starts, and then emails from people that you've never heard before start flying in. You keep on providing the same data points over and over again, wondering why can't they just talk to each other and get it done. Your corporate documents start to pile up across dozens of email chains. And if you're an organization freak like me, you create your own Google Drive folder and start manually organizing them. And these documents are manually prepared at every step of the way. In the beginning, you try to review them, but you give up after realizing you're not understanding any of it. So instead, you at least skim them to make sure that they're properly filled out. And thank God that you did, because somebody made a typo on page 27. You send it back for them to fix it. It takes a couple of days, and now you're officially behind schedule. And then it hits you. What schedule? No one sent you a roadmap of the process. There are no milestones. There are no deadlines. You're just completely lost. There's no sense of progression. And to make matters worse, status updates are super infrequent to the point that you actually start to reach out to them to make sure that things are moving forward. Well, after having aged about 3 years in 3 months, you come out on the other end way later than expected and above budget. And of course, you're juggling all of that while still making sure that you're talking to your users and building your product. Not a lot of fun, right? And that's why we built Latitude Formation, which was formerly known as Latitude Go. We wanted to make sure that you, founders, never have to go through this experience again, that you can just set it and forget it to focus on what really matters, your startup. I wish I was smart enough to come up with that tagline, by the way, but this is actually one of our customers who gave that feedback about the product in the early days. Latitude Formation brings together the know-how and the experience from the best law firms in the market with an A-plus digital experience. All of that beautifully orchestrated by an in-house lawyer with over a decade of experience. Pricing is transparent, and terms are super founder-friendly. We know that runway is super short, so we defer up to 80% of our fees up until you've collected your checks. You're going to provide data only once through our forms online, and then from there, your dedicated account manager will make sure that everything gets taken care of for you. The only thing they're going to eventually bug you with is to get some signatures. And speaking of documents, they are all generated by our platform, which means it's blazing fast, and there are no typos, ever. So, and on top of that, when signing them online, you also find these cheat sheets like these ones, giving you a TLDR of the document so you know exactly what you're signing up for instead of trying to go through 200 pages of legal documents and try to make sense of that. Finally, the organization freaking me couldn't leave out a data room, right? So you're going to find all of them. They're neatly organized and separated by folder with instructions on how to use them. And last, but definitely not least, you're always going to be on the loop of what's happening in your process through our status tracker and notifications that we send you via WhatsApp and email whenever we have news to share. We're incredibly proud to have helped over 80 startups go through this journey, and they have collectively raised over $100 million. We have collectively freed up thousands of hours that were way better spent in the development of amazing products such as these ones.